move on. So, I got an article for you guys. A little something crazy about some zombie drugs. Some zombie drugs and a man cutting his own goddamn leg off. That's right. You heard me right. So, take one wild guess, gentlemen. What country or state in the United States, if you were to pick one state in the United States, give me one country or one state in the United States where a man might do some crazy drugs and cut his own leg off.
To a state in the United States. I read the article.
So you know where it went down?
I did my homework.
Oh.
I'm a professional. I'm a broadcast journalist.
God damn it.
Yes, I know where this happened, but I honestly didn't think it was going to be outside of the continental United States. I thought it was going to be a story straight from the great state of Florida.
I was waiting for
I would have lost all my money because that's where every chip I had on the table would have
I was
been
waiting
pushed
for
to.
a Florida man story myself, quite frankly. But this happened in Russia because, of course, why not, right? Everything happens in Russia. So, I don't know if you guys have heard of Spice, this fake marijuana. I don't know why anyone would get fake marijuana these days. Real marijuana, readily available, legal in lots of places.
It is Russia.
I'm not sure about Stalin's or Putin's Russia. I don't know how the weed trade works over there.
Some Stalin hangover, yeah.
Yeah, but this guy smoked spice and apparently took a cocktail of painkillers, says the Daily Star. The Daily Star said this. A cocktail of painkillers, some spice, and what you get there is my man cutting his leg off, like, almost at the hip. This is a gruesome picture. Maybe we'll throw it up on Facebook. I don't know if that's allowed. Someone's, gagging over here. But yeah, sawed his leg off. There's a tourniquet on this stump, and I want to emphasize stump strongly. But yeah, what do you guys take on this? Spice? Have you heard of Spice? Have you heard of any of these stories of people doing crazy shit like this?
The first thing, and this came out, a similar type of drug was called crocodile, and it was about 5 to 7 years ago.
I heard about this. It was like an injectable, though, right?
Yeah, but it ate your fucking skin. It made you decay from the outside in.
Yeah.
Spice obviously makes you. I think I read somewhere in there. If it serves me correct,
sure.
We might not have been reading the same article, but in between paragraphs there were advertisements. One was for Spice, and it said may make you full of anxiety and a couple other side effects. I was like, well, fucking obviously, this guy decided to.
Hot damn! There's an ad for Spice in this article. Daily Star, you are fucking up. Whoever's in your marketing department allowing this to get through.
It shows side effects, I think, right?
Yeah, Spice is known to cause mood swings, anxiety, and paranoia. So, yeah, sounds good.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, throw a couple Vicodin in there, some vodka, fucking gravy.
But if you're gonna cut your leg off. Okay, fine. Let's just say, you're all hopped up on spice and painkillers and you just you're feeling a little heavy. Feel like you put on a couple pounds. You want to lose a little weight. Like, why are you going to start above the knee, man? I mean, I know he's not in his right mind, but like, I don't know where the optimal place to cut your leg off is, but I feel like above the knee is probably not it.
Maybe he just had short arms. Maybe that's all he could get.
Well, I think that makes. I don't know. Put myself in this situation. If I'm gonna sit down, obviously sitting down and cutting my leg off. I'm not standing up. Just throwing that out there. So sitting down and cutting my leg off. It feels like it's a lot of work to bend over and then continue sawing through either like right below my knee or even at my knee. Whereas like right here seems like an easy, just like, fucking go to town. I mean, that's just my logic behind it. I'm not.
I feel like I do the old, like, rest the ankle on the thigh, like, you're sitting down and you're throwing one leg up. There you go. Wes has it. And then just kind of, you got a nice comfortable position to just maybe either hack just below the knee or maybe down by the ankle. I feel like, you could, I mean, depending on your dominant hand, depending on which leg you felt like hacking off that day. Feel like, yes, that would be the optimal place. It's actually rather impressive that he was able to cut through
whichever one the demons told you to cut off. Yeah, it really is. I think we will throw this picture up just for the soul, and it's blurred out, but you get the point.
Sure. You don't need to see the unblurred
to really
vision
see how high up on the leg he cut it, because you're right, man. It is weird.
It is because what movie was it where it was a dramatization of the hiker.
127 hours.
Yeah. And so they interviewed that guy, and he talked about when he had to hack his arm off.
The thought process.
Well, but he got down to a nerve that he knew was going to be a pain in the ass. That when I was thinking about this, like this guy was so fucking hopped up that no matter what nerves he was blasting through. Maybe it did stimulate a response. He just was too fucked up to notice.
Because the article said like there wasn't information about how he got to the hospital or anything like that. So it's, Putin's Russia, my friends, and we don't know how things happen. But all right, that's your arm, right? And you're gonna run into some serious nerves and stuff in there. But like, you're talking about femoral artery cutting through the biggest, strongest, hardest bone in your body, except behind like your forehead.
Right.
Yeah. Like, how do you not bleed out or pass out from almost bleeding, like, and just get through it?
I know. I have the answer.
Spice. Fucking spice.
I was gonna say Russian. You're just Russian.
Just Russian.
You're a hard
Russian
motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's why I fear the next World War, because when we have to go up against those sons of bitches, they don't care. They'll cut their own fucking leg off, let alone what you'll do to them.
I mean, let me nerd out for a second, but have you ever like study World War II shit and like read or learn a lot about Stalingrad? Yeah. And the lead up to Stalingrad, them motherfuckers don't play.
Right.
Like, they're not. This is not a game.
Well, that's revisionist history, especially here in the United States, has said we won the war. I think the Russians
broke the Germans back, and
Russians won that.
We were able to kind of then break the other side.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Russians had a huge part in getting that done.
Yeah, I think when you spare 25 million people, you may get a old notch on your belt as a victor, not as like a maiden
well,
person.
Dude, and they were like, the women were snipers and like scorched earth. Like they're some hard motherfuckers.
fueled by spice. Probably not a 2020 Spice.
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
That's where the cologne comes from.
That's right.
Fun fact.
But I tell you, like,
they threw a little sailboat up on there to throw you off the scent. It's really just bears and igloos.
God, don't use it.
Or use it.
Yeah, right.
It's like sex.
I love the smell of a musty Russian woman.
Yeah. You know?
Says an old musty Russian man.
Long scouting patrol sniping Krauts. Yeah, that's my kind of Russian woman.
Right. I did read the ingredient list was more than cannabinoid or whatever the other. It was some other synthetic shit.
Like fucking kerosene.
You actually eat it. You like popcorn style.
Oh, word?
I think that's what they said. This guy
smoke
did.
It.
Oh, maybe you eat and smoke it. Whatever. I don't know.
Maybe you chew it up and then you take one big hit of it and then you swallow it all together and then blow it out your nose.
It's like it's a spice cocktail.
It's a very specific thing.
But the guy hacked his fucking leg off.
It's like an elevator shotgun. You know, it's lots of coordination, teamwork. You need a partner that you can truly trust.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm thinking about this now. This guy obviously had a choice. I mean, he was just angsty to cut something off his own body. If you had to lose a body part, what would it be?
Is this a preemptive 3 and out?
Yeah, just, a good little, like,
sidebar, yeah.
Here. Like, this guy decided he didn't want his leg and he'd be okay without it, especially where he did it. So, I mean, where would you go?
I don't know. I mean, can you say something like a pinky toe, or does it have to be something substantial?
It's got to be substantial. I'm going to go with it's got to be an area of your body of 3 pounds or more.
Well, I don't know if my hand weighs 3 pounds, but I'd cut off like my
left hand. I was
left hand.
So I can write
and
do other things,
and throw a ball,
and do other recreational things.
But I can't catch one.
Or drive a stick shift.
Imagine the stranger you could give yourself.
Can I keep it? This is like Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dog style. No ear.
Yeah, the ear.
It's just be a freak.
Yeah, left hand.
He's right.
That'd be good.
Yeah, we'll start there.
You wouldn't go leg though? I mean, because you need your arms. I feel like with today's technology, if you just cut it off below the knee, you could get something like one of those fucking blade legs or something.
You could get Oscar Pistorius' leg.
He was probably on spice. He fucking murdered some people.
Definitely on spice.
Yeah.
I hear it comes from South Africa. I don't know that's true. That's a lie. That's South Africa slander. I apologize. They're a perfectly good country.
That's a posh spice.
Ooh. Deep cuts.
This will make you feel old. Do you know who the villains were? The villains from Lethal Weapon 2 were from the very evil South Africa.
They were.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's be frank. The South Africans are just Dutch, so they seem like an evil people, just generally speaking, and not like I know they're nice people, but they're tall and blonde and Nordic. So yeah, they're just villains.
What you got against tall blonde people?
Movie villains.
Movie.
See, he'd be. Imagine if he had like an awful goatee.
Well, I guess he's the accent.
Movie villain.
My accent?
No.
Yes,
like Elon Musk's
accent.
Mine's New Jersey. I don't know if you know that.
No.
All right. Well, enough about hacking legs off. We gave you the fucking Murr. You never answered, but you want a leg? You would go. You would go foot. You go ankle down.
Yeah. I'd go like about mid calf, a little higher than mid calf. That way, I could get a nice prosthetic and have a bionic leg. I'd be cool with that. No. Or I would go with the left arm. I feel like left arm just below the elbow, and then I could like have like a Swiss Army knife style. I'd go balls out with the prosthetic. Right. And I'd sit in my garage and tinker and shit.
Well, now they have like fucking legit robot arms that attach to your elbow. But you're saying fuck that. You don't even want like the robot hand. You want,
I don't even want anything to look real. I want it to look like I want it to be a conversation starter. As soon as
you should have just like a bag of yes, or just a bag of attachments that you like you walk around with a backpack at all times, and like for like your most common 10 to 15 uses, you just have like a whoop, 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 whoop.
Like the Mr. Potato Head.
Just clunk. Would you need me to grab something?
And if you did do that, I would hire you to kill Richard Kimball.
Ridiculous.
Fugitive. If you guys ever seen that, it's a good movie.
God. Wait, is that Richard Kimball? Because wasn't John Kimball the name of the guy in Kindergarten Cop?
Yes,
he's not a tumor.
That's John Kimball.
Yeah, they're brothers.
Okay, from Austria.
That's Austria. Right. And he was portrayed by Danny DeVito in Twins.
The DeVito.